is that they were feeding fat from the patrimony of the local government.
Okay.
And people do not understand what I stand for. So that is, excuse me, Governor. So I'm waiting for them to pay the salaries. So when you pay the salary of the man from above who died years ago, but is still alive in the council, then I know what to do. I will tackle all of that and petition the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. I will fight this to the last. I will not part of Emohua. No single kobo of Emohua will be used inappropriately. That was what I swore. I swore to that oath to defend them.
Okay.
Being chairman is not enough. It is not enough just to pay salaries. Now, as I speak to you, the fence of the council had fallen down as a result of the torrential rain that took place sometime last week. I have sourced money to put that fence so that the people do not go in there and loot the things we have succeeded in putting in place there. I have 350 computers which we bought and delivered for the ICT. We have several things that we have put in place. So it is not about me. People don't understand. These Facebookers, the pingers, the bloggers and so on.
Dr. Llyod.
Can I talk?
No, I want to ask a question.
Abusing me. Mm-hmm.
I want to ask a question concerning what you've just said. You mentioned someone who has retired, and you said miraculously.
That's what I'm saying. So those are the anomalies that I found. A man from my community, who has since retired, died 5 years ago, but is alive in the council register. Those are that's my crime. People who work with the state government and are at the same time in the employ of the local government. And you see people masquerade, and because talk is cheap, they don't even understand what the issues are. Canada, why are they not telling you that Chidi has flooded the council with people from above? My internal auditor was calling on me to bring them so that he will part in the district. He will part for me. He will employ them for me. They are all alive. I'm not telling you lies. All I expected people to do, let's even assume, do not concede, that I have overreached myself. What happens in administration is to call for a review of all that I have done and not to suffer genuine staff just because you're playing petty politics. So we are here, and I thank God for Emohua people. They understand my situation, and I thank them. The fight, it can only tarry for a while, but we'll come out victorious.
Now, the Information Commissioner made mention that the reason why salaries are withheld for Emohua Council is because you do not have the right to sack local government workers, and that you have been asked to reinstate.
I wish I knew the name of the Information Commissioner. Unfortunately, I don't know
his name is Joseph Johnson.
Hold on, you asked me a question.
All right.
He's not been on the radar. Now, the issue is simple. I do not have. I know that. Joseph Johnson, I ought to know that more than Joseph Johnson or whatever Joseph. I know that I do not have the powers to sack any staff. But I have the powers to remove anybody who is not a staff that finds his or her way into my voucher. Joseph Johnson doesn't need to educate me on that. I have the right, as chairman of the council, as the leader of that tier of government, I have the right to streamline the salary payment. Two people cannot be employed on a date and are earning several salaries and are different salary grades. So those are the anomalies that I know that Joseph doesn't need to tell me. Now, the Local Government Service Commission writes to me, pay those who you remove from the voucher, pay them starting from February. And I said, no, that's not correct. If I have done evil, tell me to pay them from the day they were stopped from receiving salary. And that is 2 years ago. And I do not know how I can sit down and pay people who went to court of their own free will and lost. So those are the issues. Am I sitting on appeal? Am I sitting on appeal? So for those who have gone to court and lost, it is only a court of appeal that will direct otherwise. Nobody in the ministry, in the Local Government Service Commission. And of course, there is no commission. There is no commission. The House of Assembly has not screened anybody. So the state is gradually turning to a theater of the absurd. because of politics. So even if a man who shares a different view with you, no matter what he does, even if it is correct, it is bring that Chidi Llyod. Who God stands, nobody can bring that.
Okay. Now,
I can tell you that for free.
When you say there is no commission, the person leading the local government commission is in acting capacity. I do believe the law allows...
No, that is unknown to the law. That's why I say you must have. The function of the radio is to educate, entertain, and inform. So if the law says a chairman and 4 others that you will be screened by the state assembly, I mean, as somebody is acting in that acting capacity, it's not known to law. We are not the banana republic. So that we must do things. The reason why you have laws is for people not to behave arbitrarily. People come, scale fence, jump into quarters, harass children and women and so on. This is what the law has to avoid, so that people will behave. It will not be a Hosnian society.
All right. So the last time we spoke, you talked about Jack, right? And a few days later, we saw some local government chairmen come together to complain about the withholding of allocation to local government areas in Rivers State. Now, the first question I want to ask on that is, when was the last time that Jack meeting held in Rivers State? Because some people are saying that the local government chairman, or some local government chairmen, have refused to attend Jack meeting in recent times.
Canada, unfortunately for us, I woke up this morning and read something on Facebook. They say, welcome to Rivers State, where everybody has been called to the bar. We have lawyers everywhere now in Rivers State. That's the most unfortunate thing. Now, for those who are asking you, that is why you can find elders go to court to challenge the membership of the state assembly. For crying out loud, there is something they call local standing. Canada, if you are the staff, another staff of radio,
Nigeria Info,
Nigeria Info, we have a fight. Chidi Llyod from Ababu will come and go to court on behalf of Canada. I mean, there will be a mediation interloper. It's simple. These things are there. There are principles of law. Now, if those who are telling you when last we attended Jack, are they members of Jack? These are people, these are wannabes who are trying to hit up, who are trying to hit up the system in order to become chairman of council. But at the end of the day, there will be only 23 of them. And when we leave, there will be only 23 of them. In the whole, among all of those choristers and thanksgivers, the only 23 will become chairman. At best. I mean, so what is the rule about it? So when they say we have not attended Jack, but mind you, Canada, the Jack FAC precedes Jack. So when FAC, the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, meets, they share money. It must be, and those who constitute that meeting are finance commissioners and accountant generals of the state. When they meet, they share the money to the 3 tiers of government: the federation, the states, and of course the local government. Now the law now also says that the local government, the state shall operate a joint accounts allocation committee, and that the chairman must be in attendance. And usually, when we attend that meeting and we don't form a quorum, the meeting does not start.
Okay.
However, I mean, there is freedom of information bill. You can walk up to the permanent secretary of the local government, Ministry of Local Government. You will have all of this information. It's not too difficult. Rather than come and begin to misinform the people. I have said here that severally, that most Rivers people now do not support what is right. What they do is support what they like. Just because a man doesn't like Chidi Llyod, all the local governments must go and so on and so forth.
All right, Dr. Llyod, no, I have a commercial break.
It was held on the 21st of April.
Sorry.
We came here up to now. Today is 9th. We have not met.
I have a commercial break.
The money is in somebody is in a...
Step into a world where
Nigerian Info page. We're live on YouTube as well, Nigerian Info page, and we are active on X, Nigerian Info page. I can see some of your messages. Someone is asking if it is only Chidi Llyod that we would invite for local government conversations. We'll talk about that later. But welcome back, Chidi Llyod, Emohua Council Chairman. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Kalaba.
All right. So before the break, we couldn't hear you clearly because I was trying to tell you that we were going in for a break. So you were trying to tell us when the last time Jack held, and you said that.
Yeah, I tried to explain to you that the fact meeting receives Jack.
Okay.
That is to say, when the federation account is shared, then the states will meet. The states and the local government will meet and share their money. Okay, so today, yesterday was 8, today is 9. Now, when we got information, ordinarily 1 week has gone up. Every time the state finishes his calculations, his deduction, after all, we don't usually know what comes to us. They just invite us to meeting and give us whatever they like. So in this, we have today hearing that they said local government LGAs should bring papers and so on. And one LGA in my local government has retired kind of go. That is their anomaly. And I say it, I challenge anybody. They are doctoring papers. They said they can't find his file. The power file is missing. So we are here now, we blame the policy. And I said, no, this man is not from here. Everybody is not. If I were to make a lawmaker now, every local government LGA should go to the local government of Democrat. So that you go and plunder the LGA. My offense is that I have refused. I challenge them. Let anybody. I challenge them. So that is the point where we are. We have not had our meeting, and it is unlawful to touch our money without us meeting and agreeing.
Okay, what is the assembly led by Martin Amaewhule done about it? Because remember on Monday, the petition...
The assembly led by Martin Amaewhule did the writing. I wrote a petition to them. I attached the copies of the biometrics report. I attached the judgment of the industrial courts, and they listened to me, and now invited the HLG, the HPM, and the treasurer to come and explain why salaries have not been paid for the month of April. Only for us to wake up and somebody finds a press release to say that nobody should appear before the state assembly. You see where we have decided to. A state house of assembly make someone a government official, and they are told not to come. So that tells you that all is not well.
Okay, so I did watch the press conference yesterday, and it was some passionate press conference, I should say. Some words were local government chairman in Rivers State, ALGON to be precise. Now that it looks like, the government is going, I mean, from your explanation, the government is, going above your heads, or, being, how do I explain it now? Going past you, I guess that's the right way to put it, to pay allocation to your local government. What will be the next step of the local government chairman?
Well, I wouldn't tell you what the next step will be, but let me also tell you that the subject matter of the allocation to local government is sub judice. It's a matter for Justice Motosho of the Federal High Court. And the court had given an order that is in this suit maintain status quo. That is to say, do not take steps that will render the rest mandatory. And the state government has gone ahead, but gone ahead to take the decision it will take. So that is there for our lawyers to contend with. But as to what ALGON will do, I'm not speaking as the spokesperson of ALGON. You called me to ask me about the happenings that it affects my local government.
Okay. And I've got one final question. I hope you would answer. And the question has got to do with, the political, because you said it's politics and everything playing out as politics.
So if it is not politics, why not pay? Why not ask that the review, call for a review? After all, I wrote to the governor. I attached all of these documents I wrote to him. I said, "You are directed, sir. I am asked to pay dead people kindly give me the go ahead. Then I will ask the commission for account numbers of dead people. This is not as if, look, I am not somebody who will not do what my superiors ask me to do. They need to help me with the account numbers of these dead persons. And what the name is it OPay or money point by the place there. I haven't died before. I won't know. They need to help me. And I don't know how this will happen.
Okay.
Canada can tell you I will give my right arm in this.
Okay. So the question I was trying to ask is, now that we have the law as amended 2024 from the Martin Ameode-led assembly, and it says extension of your time in office if there is no local government election, would you really stay when this tenure expires?
Canada, I guess it was you I spoke to, and I said the state assembly have come in to fill the void. And like, for those who say the River State House of Assembly has committed hierarchy, what have the Katsina State Assembly done? You know, because we are so used to, you know, a pattern. It must not. There must be. I mean, we must concede to the fact that there be a pharaoh that does not know justice. Okay. So when you see democracy at play, it will seem as if the Bible says, you know, when God makes the captivity of the children of Israel, it seems like them. It will appear like they are dreaming. So what you see at play is pure democracy and its tenets. When people are aggrieved, you have another place to go to, which is the courts. Nobody is expected to resort to self-help. People against Lagos State. It's also local articles in this whole thing. How not to resort to self-help. And I have said that a lot of us in this state have stopped reading since the 90s. So all you do is you sit down and, it is not constitutional. They cannot stay here. Who told you that the tenure of local government has anything to do with the constitution? The constitution has donated the powers of the tenure, management, establishment, finance of local governments to the state assemblies. And that is why the Katsina state government was able to do its own peacefully. And here, because we are playing politics, we are doing everything here have been politicized. Then the law will no longer be law. No. The law is not a respecter of anybody. That is why Donald Trump today, after being president of the most powerful nation in the world, is undergoing trial.
All right.
This is how to live. And Donald Trump has not gathered people to shout all kinds of slogans.
So someone is asking.
Nobody is above the law.
Someone is asking if, your salary was also withheld if you received your salary for March and April.
If it was just my salary that was withheld and all these other people were paid, Canada, you won't see me talk to any station. And my wants are not many. But you know what? How much is even the salary that you are withholding? For 2 months now, you got your nose to spite your face, you are pursuing Chidi, Llyod. I may not entirely depend on that salary. What of those who entirely depend on it? So why not direct that those people be paid? Why we sort out those ones that I may have overreached myself? You just assume, no, not concede.
Okay.
Let's say that. I thank God we have instruments that can look into things and ask questions. The first of the council has fallen. Our couple are stranded in Norway where they are training them. One of those things, only the other day, on Thursday last week, I and other Emohua people foiled the kidnapping of 9 persons on the East-West Road.
Okay.
I have not even been able to meet with my security agents. So it goes beyond payment of salary. I know what I have done to have Emohua remain as calm as it is now. And all of that we want to fight away because we are playing petty politics.
All right. Is there a chance for peace? Because all of this, back and forth, all of these things happening, looks like it may spiral into some kind of violence. As leaders, whether on the left or on the right, is there a possibility where we can approach peace, shake hands, and let bygones be bygones?
Galera, that got me laughing, whether on the left or on the right.
Whether on the
we are
left
not France, where you have Lopati to Bush and Lopati to Droit. You know, in France, we have Lopati to Bush and Lopati to Droit.
Okay.
So, like I have told you for the 10th time on this similar chat, I am not a prophet of doom. All I see is that I have also always said that this is a storm in the teacup. But it's not that the talk is about the slowly. But what God can do does not exist. I've always maintained that.
All right.
So it's because of my faith. All of this will come down.
All right then. All right.
People will understand that there are bad days.
All right. I was going to ask you what your final say will be because I'm about to terminate the call. But what
my final say will be that Emohua, the workers of Emohua local government, the National Union of Local Government Emohua chapter, my sympathy goes with you people. But just carry. This may endure for a while, but it must surely shine later. It's not a fight for myself. I'm liberating all of you from the shackles of incurable recidivists that are in the system. This is like a group of people who met me and said my wife is entitled to 2 billion every month. And I said for doing what? I said no, I will not take. I will not take. If only they know what I'm going through. But it is not for posterity to judge when I leave something after the expiration of the 6 months.
No, for clarity's sake, please. I need this for record purposes. You're saying last time Jack held was when? Please educate me, please.
The last time Jack held was in March. In
March. Okay. All right.
Yes.
And that was, before they release allocations for, the local government in March. It is a Senate announced for release of allocation. Okay, so April and now May. No,
it is usually the month. It is when May finishes that Jack will hold.
But I'm asking for April. I mean, that's what I'm asking. You said the last time it held was March. So we're looking, what about April? And then what about May? May ending, you said, but what about April? Can you hear me? All right, I do think we lost the connection there. But thank you nonetheless, Barrister Honorable Chidi Llyod, Emohua Council Chairman there. So it's time for me to open the phone lines. I've got 60 minutes to the top of the hour. It's time for you to tell me what you think about this issue. Okay, so I would really love to take your calls now. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. I do believe that today's conversation was very clear, so we could hear him. And we listened to the issues that we raised on the show. Jack, ALGON, Emohua local government workers' salaries withheld. I brought up what the Information Commissioner Joseph Johnson said about Emohua local government sacking workers and his reply to that. I like to hear from him. And I've also asked, the possibility of peace, and he says yes, there is the chance for peace. There is the chance, although he had the sarcastic laugh. But let's go to GRA, where Zion is calling from. Zion, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon to you, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon, Zion.
Like a reiterate on the annal of this discourse, you ask there will be peace in all days. But see the way the Honorable played over the discourse. And he now went further to say that all what he's doing is trying to liberate the people of the off. He said that his tongue now gone the roof of his mouth.
No, let's not let's not do the rules, Zion.
No,
let's move on now. Go on.
These people are causing problem in River State.
Okay.
If it was former governor Jason Wike that was in office, will they be doing what they are doing right now? I'm asking them the same question. Will they be making this environment so toxic? They like it or not, Governor Fubara remains the governor of River State. And all of them make reference to Abuja Court. What about the court in Misoko that also give the same judgment? And one thing they don't know, they don't even know the technicality, the implication, what they're doing. In all their judgment in Abuja, the Port Harcourt court will now respond. I mean, the River State court will now respond. To tell you that the court, if they can take this matter to anywhere, the court, Supreme Court, will only recognize the court judgments for Isoko division. What we are saying is this. They should be lucky they have a man called Fubara as governor in River State in their era. They are just lucky. Because if those people that former governor Yeso Wike, jilted and bring in Fubara, if we're those people that clean the tickets, it's still horrible. They will all come up for River State.
All right, thank you, Zion. Then I've got to go now.
Plead with them.
Yeah.
We should follow the direction of peace. We have vetoed Governor Fubara as the governor of River State. Even and earth has supported him. We the people, we will support Governor Fubara for the end.
All right, Zion, thank you very much. We've got Anonymous from Boni. Welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear.
Yes, let me just share this experience with the River people and you yourself. The local government of a particular local government chairman of a particular local government just came into, came on board, and as he saw some list of people that were to be paid, who were not staff of the local government, and she asked, who are these people? They said, the former chairman put them. See, are they staff? They said no. Where are they working? They said they don't know. They are the important people on ground. Now, come on, cancel all these names. These names were numbers of small. Their heads, there's number one man, and he brings the whole list of his own boys. Another number one man, another area will be his own boys. That's what he's been doing. He cancelled it. Do you know that this number one man?
So is this still anonymous? Is this anonymous? Is this still happening? Is this still happening in that local government you do not want to mention? Is this still happening there?
Listen, they call the chairman back. That is instructing him that you put his voice, he must say them. Now call the security, they went after him. He left the town. This is what has been happening. Some of these politicians, these are boys they put on their payroll when they want to win election.
Oh, I see.
Believe me, honestly, and that is what's happening everywhere. I'm sorry for this country.
All right, then. All right, Anonymous, thank you. I've got Cookie Gam from Rumolumeni. Cookie Gam, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Hello, good evening.
I greet you.
Canada, I know Dr. Ola is listening to me this evening. He had a polite question. Joseph, or Johnson. The opportunity law is a learned man, a learned doctor of law. And come to talk to a man you know, his name is Johnson or Joe Jack.
Cookie Gam, now let Cookie Gam. Cookie Gam, can we focus on the issue now, please?
I'm hearing.
Focus on the issues, please.
That's what I'm focused on the issue. My man is very easy.
Okay.
I can't call Dr. Law in any name now. He's a doctor of law, a professor.
And if you listen, I called Joseph. I was the one who called Joseph Johnson, right? So can you move on now, or do you want to? That's all you have to say.
For reminder, power is transcend. Power is nobody holds power forever. Dr. Lloyd, our learned councillor of Emohua, men, was one time an aspect of council in his ward, and he lost the election in his ward as a councillor. Before God gave you, I'm making using to give a assembly member. Today he is the council chairman. So let's remember that power is transcend. Nobody holds power forever. So let's see, as he's talking today, Rivers today, he lost the election as councillor. Before I make you to make him an assembly member, now he's the local government chair. Let him know that power is transcend. So let him know how to talk. Let us have respect for the city government of the
all right, then.
Governor, in his first conference, the governor used a message to lay a vehicle, not vehicle. So let you know that The governor is from a certain
But that's
family
not.
of-
But cookie gam. That's not cookie. Anyways, thank you very much. That's not part of my conversation. I raised the comment. I mean, any other thing on social media, you take it to social media. If I bring a conversation, I hope that we stay with the conversation. And I think you know those rules because some of you are callers who call in every day. So I do not think I need to be reminding you of these things, right? Now, whatever he said on social media was not brought on radio, and it was intentional. And I even mentioned it, that some things were said that cannot be said on radio. So please, can we stay and stick with the rules, please? Austin from Port Harcourt, welcome. Austin, it's good to have you. Good afternoon.
Yes, good day.
Yeah, welcome, Austin.
Yes, I had a question for your guest. Unfortunately, he has stopped. The question I wanted to
Turn off your radio, please. Turn off your radio.
The question I wanted to ask him is if it is true that he refused to pay some government workers in his local government, and when being directed by the governor to pay those workers, and he states the ones that is bluntly refused, and now he is expecting, what was he expecting the governor to do? And again, it's the same Dr. Lloyd that was once a member of the House of Assembly in this state that used a firewood or a walking stick to scatter somebody's head. Why do you bring people like this to the program?
Austin, thank you very much. I've got Obed from Port Harcourt. Obed, welcome on the show. Good afternoon. Welcome. Yeah, welcome.
Hello?
I can hear you. Welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Yes. The man actually contradicted himself when he said the tenure of local government is not a constitutional matter. So I am meant to ask, so which constitution that invested the power to the state assembly to be able to make laws of local government?
Interesting.
And which court? Why are they in court? Is it not the same court that is going to interpret the constitution regarding the tenures of local government or the power of the assembly to be able to elongate the tenures of local government? So when he talks about, as a doctor of law, he talks about it's not a constitutional matter. I wonder, honestly, I am surprised at this. And
sorry, Obed. Maybe you and I are looking at it from a different angle because he did say that the tenure, is not in the Constitution, but it is under the the control of the House of Reps. House of Assembly members, right?
It is the same House of Assembly. Constitution give the power
to make
laws of local government.
I get you now. Okay.
So why will you try to extricate Constitution from local government tenure from the Constitution?
Okay.
I don't understand.
All right then.
I think the judge must come up with judgment. Let all this nonsense off. You understand?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Obed. Obed, thank you very much. Good luck, Mother Judge. Welcome on the show.
Hello, Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Please, I want to react to the lawyer. No, I hear him saying that they put the name of someone who has died for 5 years ago, but he didn't tell the name of the person. Or that would be any reaction for the man. So what I want to say is that I started flying foul. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I started flying foul. Them has not come. I started crying like a baby. I want to advise the government not to send any money to them again. Let's see let's also give them the mind to be talking to the government like that in here. Thank you, Canada.
All right, thank you very much. We've got Harry from Oguna Valley. Harry, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good evening, Canada.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I just have, although it's very unfortunate that Dr. Chidi is no longer on studio or online. But then you asked him a question that touched my heart. You asked him, if at all, this local government of East has never been paid, if it was to be a local government, will you have come out to protest for the person? I think he declined from that question. I don't really understand what he answered. But let me bring to our notice. Before the emergence of this governor, during primaries, I will be specific. Akukuto local government chairman voted who he believed that his godfather or his leader, Botami Nanagogo, during the primaries. And that led to the governor of the River State, Wiki and refused the local government allocation for more than 3 months. The council workers were not paid. Dr. Chidi was then also a local government chairman. Nobody intervened. Nobody talked anything. I pity for Nigeria, especially River State. People that don't have character will come and say something as if maybe they are
Harry, anyways, thank you very much. Yet again, I would always say, I know it's a sensitive issue, but please, when you begin to toe the path of insulting you can do that on social media, not on the show. It's not allowed on the show. You can go to social media, you can write whatever you want to write, you can do whatever you want to do, but it's not allowed on social media. All of that, behavior of insulting each other. I even stated it when I started the show. Anyways, let's go to WhatsApp and see what Melody is saying.
To me, Chidi is just being mischievous. He was here when Wike, as a governor, suspended local government chairman. And Chidi did not say anything, no. With his PhD degree in everything, law and everything, knowing all, he did not say anything. And today, just that 1 month's salary is being withheld because of the illegality he carried out, and he's shouting. Yeah, the same man you want to receive allocation from, you are insulting him, undermining his office, and you want him to give you. Come on, we are joking here. The Wike, his master, would have even done worse. Wike would have not only suspending, declare his house illegal structure. We all saw what happened here, and they were all here clapping. Now you are enacting a law when the oath of office you took, how many years were you supposed to stay? You took an oath to stay for 3 years. Now the 3 years is about elapsing. You are now enacting a law to extend. Just imagine yesterday that Real Madrid was playing a Champions League match with Bayern. Just imagine that 90th minute referee ignore every other law, say no.
I've got to go for a commercial when I do come back.